How does it feel being back in the studio, Kristy?
Oh my god, I missed it so much. I missed you.
Oh, I missed you too.
I feel like though the 2 weeks was not that it was needed because there was like it wasn't that we needed a break, but I feel like it's just when you take a break like that, it just brings in new inspiration and new energy, and it feels so good.
I don't know if it's the Aries season or that we've turned, the big 3-3 portal has happened for the both of us.
Yeah, it's our birthdays by the way. Both turned 33 while I was gone.
But yeah, like it's crazy how things have shifted. I don't know. For me though, 3-3 portal, as soon as it happened, huge changes. Like my willpower of letting go. I just read this new word today. It's called fuck dust. Which is
tell us about it.
Give the last fuck that's remaining in your body and the dust of sadness is remaining, but you're glowing because it's a new beginning.
Yeah.
And now like this 3-3 portal is like, okay, you don't fit the picture. Not expecting from you. Adios. Ta-da. Bye.
Oh my god, I love that fuck dust.
Fuck dust.
Okay. The energy that came through, we were talking a little bit about my trip. So I went to England to go see my sister and my family members. I just took the 2 weeks off, and I had planned to do like work while I was over there because I really want to embody.
Why?
Well, because I want to embody, this location independent thing, but I got over there and I was just so in the energy of just like being led. Like as the older sibling, I'm always the one who's like planning. I'm the one who's like trying to stick to a schedule. But this time I just let my sister take the reins, and it was so nice. And I was like, you know what? I'm not forcing any meetings in. I'm not going to try and like make sure that I'm posting or any of that. I just like let it be. And I mean, I did do right because I got like a lot of inspiration while I was there, being by the water and like old timey buildings and stuff and like all the history that's over there. So I did a little bit of that, but mostly I'm just like, no, like I'm gonna just be this free spirit.
And we have like such amazing things happening this year. Like, I cannot wait. And this spring season has just like me over by the moon. Like I'm excited. I'm pumped.
There is so much literally in bloom for all of our friends, like all of the people that we know that we're close with. Like they're doing big things. Big things are coming. We feel the energy even if it hasn't arrived yet. Like it's just so potent. And I just think it's with the change of the season, with our birthdays, Aries season, like everything is just kind of moving in a direction that's feeling a lot more easeful than it has in the past.
Oh, 100%. She used to work with other companies for her stargazing, and she's launching by herself as a solo business now.
That's amazing. But we're hearing all these stories about women coming in and they're just like, I'm so clear now. Yeah. Like, I know what the vision is. I know the direction. And it's not necessarily about knowing the how, because a lot of people were talking, we're like, we don't even know how. Like we were talking about, like we were just open to money coming in different ways, and it's coming in the most random ways, but we are open. Yeah. So when you stop concerning yourself with the how, it just seems to kind of float in.
I also feel like there's this energy, right? When you're stuck in the how, the whys, that's still a little associated with you not believing and open for manifestations to happening. Yeah. And a lot of time people online may make you feel like manifestation as you sleep one night and you're like, oh my god, money come to me, and next morning it's $85,000 into your account. But it's
just so everybody knows that's not how that manifests.
Exactly. But it's a lot of like visualizing, focusing and practicing on your belief system and actually believing that thought for it to manifest into this beautiful flower that you want.
And I think the beautiful thing, especially you, I think you should tell the listeners what you've manifested if you're comfortable. But I think the beautiful thing about what has happened, even like for you, is that with manifestation, yes, there's a piece of like, some people think it's just like sitting on the couch and just like, meditating and then like it'll come. But we both know that that's only part of it. Exactly. And you have done this beautifully by the action that you've taken in the last couple of weeks, like with, the opportunities that have come through,
Yes,
the opportunities you've made for yourself, like you've taken the action step, which I think a lot of people forget.
It kind of reminds me, I'll touch base into what I did, but in order for you to get that beautiful rose that you want to see, you still have to plant the seeds.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do the work.
Yeah.
The universe is not just going to magically give you a rose. I mean, you can go to a bouquet store and grab it, but still someone grew that.
Yeah.
And for me, I think one of the best things was I was so much worried about the finances that all of my actions were very fear-based, and the easiest thing that I did was go get a part-time job.
Mm-hmm.
And that brought in stability that I needed, but also opened the path of doing so many other things. I have retreats lined up for the whole of summer. I have an institute that is launching soon. So I'll be teaching 2 courses. Then we have internships happening at Nirva Beauty. There's so much goodness happening, and I've always believed it, but it's truly when I put in the action and I let go of the outcomes and believing everything is happening for the rightest and the highest purpose.
Yeah.
Everything started happening.
Well, let's back up for a second, because so you and I, before I left you, talked about getting a part-time job, and you didn't know what, like, you weren't sure. You didn't know what message that was going to send to the universe, and it was like a little hard for you to take that leap. But now that you have, can you tell our listeners, like, what is the energy shift now that you have? Like, because it's not about the part-time job, right?
No.
It never was. But what has shifted energetically for you that's allowed all of these other opportunities to come in?
I think it was the finances became stable, where I wasn't worried about where am I paying this bill from, because there's this thing that is happening on the side, like the Saturn, like if we talk about planetary positions too, Saturn loves discipline.
Yeah.
And a structure, and that structure is coming from my part-time job. Whereas my North Node, which is all about communication and everything in my chart, is something that thinks outside of the box and wants to communicate, wants to do podcasts, wants to earn fucking multi-billion dollars in a month. But again, I need to take steps out of it. And I've learned I have to be the most delusional about the outcomes and what I want to get if I want to be successful, because there are plenty of people out there who will pull you back.
Yeah.
But your vision in your success, or like how your work should be so certain that the other individual is just a white noise.
Yeah. Well, and that's exactly what I feel that you did. Like, you got certain with the part-time job, and this could be any action. Like, if it wasn't the part-time job, you would have found like something else, right?
Yes.
Like, what the part-time job did for you is allow you to get into that delusion more, because now you have like an income. You already had an income, but this just felt steady. This felt sturdy, and allowed you to get into the energy, like you said. So you weren't worrying. Exactly. So that you weren't in, not obsessing. You were never obsessing, but like it wasn't in the back of your mind. It just helped you get into that energetic alignment so that you could get into your delusions. Dream big, that you want to go for the bigger thing. And now, like, I literally walked in here and I was like, you're glowing. And it's because your energy was so, like, you're so on track. Like, I feel it. I mean, the listeners are probably going to feel it through, but you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you do what you need to do to get into that energetic alignment. And like, some people might say, and maybe you were even saying this to yourself, I don't know, but some people might say, oh, like, that's a step backward. But for you, like, it wasn't that. It was to get you into the energetics of, I'm taking this opportunity to expand, not anything physical, but everything mental, emotional, like that nervous system, almost not a reset, but just like a lock-in.
It's also, I feel like you have to do certain things in order for your life to be successful, or the way you want to. And as I said, I don't care about what others are thinking. If you think that I'm taking one step back, baby, I'm gonna jump 10 steps ahead.
Yeah, this is how we quantum leap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about putting your energies and your thoughts into the place that matters. So if that means is by taking another route,
yeah,
a little detour to another situation or a place, you do that in order for your success to be the way you want. It's not linear. It has a lot of ups and downs. And whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel like this is aligning with the goals that I want and this is what will make me happy, go do it. Because there are only two things that can happen. Either you will fail or either you will succeed. But even if you're failing, that's not a failure. It's a learning curve.
I feel like when someone's as passionate as you are, as passionate as I am. In a while, guys, 2 weeks off has got a little bit to my brain. No, but I think when you're that passionate, like failure just isn't an option. Like failure to what it might look like on the outside, it isn't failure.
No,
like, we don't accept that. And when you have the vision and you have the big dream, like you do whatever it takes to get there. And again, we are not about the hustle. We're not about the grind. You and I have talked about this, but in a way that gets you into that action step that's needed as part of the manifestation. Like you hold the vision, you align energetically, but you got to move towards it. You can't just sit back and just expect things to fall out of the sky. You need to give yourself opportunities to expand, which you've done. And I'm so proud of you. Like I can gush about you this entire, like this podcast is just going to be me gushing about Akansha.
She's just obsessed with me.
I'm so obsessed with you. My intention is that whatever we talk about today is that it just lands with our listeners. They feel compelled to share it and they get something out of it. They get something that resonates and it just sinks into that deep core part of them.
Oh, I love that. That's actually very beautiful because there's a lot of misconceptions about a lot of things, and I think that kind of takes you away from your own mission and your own purpose.
Yep.
So this episode, I feel like should land with people who are looking to get back to their own purpose.
Yeah.
And looking for that. So
maybe this episode's about a spring refresh. Like a little spring cleaning. I mean, it's probably not going to air for another couple weeks, but who cares?
Who cares?
Spring clean wherever you're at, whenever you're listening to this. Like what is, I don't know if it's a plan. What is the energy aligning to? Like, what is the spring looking like for you? I know you have so many opportunities and we can kind of go back and forth with what we're creating. But yeah, like, what's spring?
There's a lot of springing in my life.
I love that. The spring is springing.
Exactly.
All right. Tell us about it.
I'm very excited. I'm working on a lot of different projects.
You are. I'm excited for you.
And my school started again since the 20th. I've been so pumped. It's getting back into that student life too. Is that structure that I was looking for and I was missing.
Yeah.
For the last few months, and now that I'm back at it, everything just feels good. Like I have clients coming in from Barrie, from Innisfil, all the way to Gravenhurst to get their route assessment done. So working on that, it's just bringing so much passion. And then I have other people who are looking to intern at the store, like at the clinic, to learn about Ayurveda. I want to do workshops every month. I'm traveling to Ottawa for like every other month for retreats. I'm planning another retreat with one of my friends, who's a sound healer in Markham. The spa spiritual reset. And I'm just very pumped for this life because I just know that we don't have to work hard to earn.
No, the time of working hard, I feel, is coming to an end.
Yes.
And a lot of people are feeling it.
Yeah, and I don't care if people want to judge me for saying that or you for saying that because you don't need to work hard. Everything's supposed to flow.
Yeah.
And also I feel like because we both are very passionate people about what we do, work doesn't feel work. I mean, some days you're exhausted, obviously, like any other thing because you're tired and burnt out. But that exhaustion or that feeling of that, I don't have that feeling like, oh my God, I need to go to work.
Yeah, no.
It's not there. Like, I'm pumped. I want to be at my clinic. I want to be doing things.
Yeah.
creating new things. What is your plan for spring?
I don't know that I have one, but I don't think we've talked about this yet, about all my ventures that have happened
Oh my
and what
God.
I've manifested
I'm
this year.
going to be listening with you what the ventures are. Okay, I'm excited. Go for it.
Okay, so as you know, Akansha, somehow aligned with the universe, and I have, I don't know, completely untethered myself to part-time job in a really unfun way. I also had the last studio that I was working at close in a really sad but like aligned way. And I also had the passing of my family dog really tragically and unexpectedly. So talk about a spring like detach. Spring, like, I don't know if you would call it a spring clean, but like a spring like upheaval. And so I've been feeling all kinds of ways because I've literally asked for more time to work on our podcast, more time to work on my books, all the one-on-ones that I'm doing, my online studio, everything that I'm creating, and the universe gave it to me. And this is just a testament to, like, when you ask, like, you don't know how it's going to show up. And a lot of the time, it's not going to show up in the way that you want. Exactly. It's going to be, and if you don't listen, if you don't take that jump yourself, the universe will literally take it out from underneath you. I was brought to my knees this past month before I left for England. And it's, I don't want to say it's bad. It's just that contrasting between it. So moving into spring, like, I have all this time on my hands. I have all this new creative energy that's sprung since, without getting my two penny, but sprung from my trip. And I'm just open. I'm open to new ventures. And even all while this is still going on, I'm still, like, we're getting into the action piece, right? Like, we're still doing the actions in whatever capacity, not working 8 hours a day, just doing one daily mode of operation a day. And that got me my biggest sale from my online studio. So biggest sale in my online studio got me my 2 brand new high ticket clients working one-on-one with me.
Oh my God.
And this is all during, like, my grieving, the loss, like, everything, right? Just, still holding that vision, but allowing myself to feel through all of the grief, all of the, I was feeling guilt. I was feeling, pulled into something that I didn't want to be doing. But, just staying true to what I wanted to create. So moving forward, I'm excited to really see what's going to happen. I've got my online, studio. I'm kind of revamping that, or I have revamped that. Okay. So we've got some new classes coming there that I'm really excited to film and shoot. I have one-on-one clients that are doing amazing things. Like, the women that I am connecting with are just amazing. Like, they're just so incredible. They're powerful, and they're open. Like, I think that's the biggest thing I could ask for in a client, is just to be open. Take what resonates and then run with it. So I'm just seeing, like, all these wins, all these aha moments, and this is my life. Like, this is what I get to do.
I love that. I think it's also like you have to shed your old ways and patterns to become this new version. Like,
is my one mentor. She says this, and she says, you have to die to your present self to become who you're meant to be. Baby, she's gone. Like, she's no longer with us. Like, she is completely left behind in, what was it, March? And, like, April energy came in, and, like, I feel, not that I'm a brand new person, but I have this undeniable knowing.
It's also, when you were saying, I just had this death card of tarot when you were talking about it. I'm like, that's so true. It's like the rebirth.
Yeah.
You're resurrecting. You're incarnating. And every day, think about it. You die every day and you get a new life every morning.
Yeah. There's another quote that I like. I'm really into quotes right now. Like, it's another quote is like, you are under no obligation to be the same person you were yesterday. So every day you have an opportunity to color the canvas. You have a new opportunity to show up differently. And just like, I love that because each day I get to try something on. Like I get to try on like a different hat. Like, ooh, like how does Kristy show up as, this version? And then I'm like, like that doesn't resonate. Like tomorrow I'm going to try this. And then I'm like, oh, this feels damn good.
Oh my God.
Right? So
it's such a fresh take.
Yeah.
Like we started this in winters and now we're completely into a different energy. And I feel like by summer comes, we'll be like sitting here in our most comfy clothes.
Ghibli style. Oh my gosh.
And then we were just talking about it right now, that weirdly how like our thoughts are so aligned.
Yeah.
Because you said moving to London and I was like, okay, let's pack up and go.
I know.
Let's go.
Just like, but the thing about that though, is that it just feels like anything's possible.
Anything.
Like I don't feel the blocks and restrictions. Mind you, they will come up, but like I feel so like deep to my core, to the soul, that like anything that I set out to do. Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of people's parents or like loved ones have said this to them. Like, if you want to do something, put your mind to it and you will do it. I feel that so strongly. Like I've always kind of like taken that as like face value. I'm like, okay, whatever. But now I'm just like, what? Like Kristy, listen to those words. Like if you put your mind to it, you can do anything. And 100%. People have been telling me that, like teachers, like my parents, like my grandparents, like they've always told me that since I was younger. And like I always questioned it. Like I always questioned myself. Now I'm listening to that and I'm like, yeah, when my mind is aligned, it tells my body to energetically become this beacon. And when I move into action, the universe, sends that energy, that beacon back to me. And we're like this.
If we go back a little, when we're kids, we have this ability to manifest anything and everything, because that thought of the negative thought
doesn't count.
It not happening is not there.
Yeah, that's a learned thing.
Exactly. So it's the society, where they put the limitations onto us.
Yeah.
Like I read this quote long time ago, which said like, even if a lie is told 100 times, it becomes your reality.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the limitations that have been put onto us, like, oh, you cannot achieve this. Oh, that's just a dream. It's never going to happen. Oh, you're a woman. Oh, you were a man. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Take them and throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
Because the only person that is responsible for your happiness is you.
Yeah.
And the only person responsible for making your dream come true is you.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I think is so important, especially when people want to give advice to people. I had probably actually 6 years ago, I had a friend and he was in a relationship with this woman, and there was like a lot of drama around it, and he was just like unhappy. And then so he told me, like on the side, he's like, well, I'm gonna go back to her. And I was like, oh, okay. And he's like, you probably think that I shouldn't. And I was like, it's not whether I think you should or shouldn't. At the end of the day, you have to put your head down on your pillow and be okay to go to sleep at night. If your decision is to go back to her and you feel good about it, then make sure that the foundation is good in like your energetics. Because if you're going into it and you're already second guessing that it's not going to be good, then of course, then maybe you feel that you shouldn't be with her. But why are you questioning what I feel you should or shouldn't do if you're not certain? So then he's like, oh, and now I think they're together. I think they're engaged. Like he totally came into, like he went into it and was like, I'm certain about you. Like, let's quit playing games. And now they're good. Like they're engaged. Like they're so happy. Like you have to have that level of uncertainty about whatever choice you're making. And don't take advice from somebody who isn't certain in their path, who isn't certain in what they want, right?
Also, for not walking in your shoes.
Well, that's just it. What my opinion of what you should or shouldn't do doesn't matter, because what you feel is true to you. I can't possibly feel.
And it's also, I feel like it's, for example, if I come to you for advice and I'm like, okay, Kristy, this is not working out, blah, blah, blah. What do you think? You can tell me, but those are still my lessons that I need to learn and go through. So like, not all lessons are learned through someone else's experience or lived.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a lesson your soul needed to learn in this lifetime. I mean, so many times I've come to you and I've told you like about a certain situation in my life, but here I am. You know, like I had to live through that experience.
Yep.
To deal with it and know my capacity of dealing with it and how many fucks I need to give or not give. To coming to a point where I'm like, fuck dust.
Yeah, fuck dust. Well, and that's the thing, like moving into this new spring season, like and this is what I teach my clients too, like when you're making a decision, are you doing it because you feel you should do it because somebody else told you you'd be good at it or you should be doing this? Or are you doing it because it's like soul led? Because it's something that you actually could see yourself doing, that the seed has been planted in your mind, not by anybody else, but because that whisper in your soul is like, you got to do this. Like, this is your purpose. Like, this is going to evolve you into, you know, this next level. And I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to expand your capacity so that yourself can tell you what to do. And I feel so like the spring energy, like moving into summer, we've talked about again, like the Ghibli lifestyle. We're going to be, you know, just enjoying life. Like that's really what it is. We're just enjoying life. We're moving through the spaces, whether it be in business, whether it be in like girls at brunch or go like our craft nights. Like,
oh, yeah, I love that.
Like we just come full embodied to have the best time ever. Yes. Because that's what we're here to do. Like this is why we're put on this earth, is to live fully. And that sounds maybe cliche, or that sounds like, so like, okay, yeah, but not everybody gets that. But like you can, like it's a decision that you have to make. And with this coming season, like that's the decision I've made. I'm going to live fully. I'm going to enjoy every moment. I'm going to enjoy my girlfriend's companies. I'm going to enjoy my business because it's not hard. I'm not going to struggle. Like this is the energy of spring 2026, I feel.
It kind of reminds me of this another saying, not saying, a quote, or actually a reel that I watched a long time ago. And that was, imagine you die today and you see God. And the first question God asks you is, how was heaven?
I love that you say this.
Changes your perspective. Like, this is your heaven or hell, but you are the one who's creating it.
Yeah, I need to find this quote. I can't remember it, but it's from, I believe it's from the Bible, which has been in like some of the texts that I've read. And it's, I think it's like, thy find heaven here, or something along the lines. But what it's basically saying is that like your heaven is, the kingdom of heaven is here. It's here on earth. It's not something that you get only once you leave this earth. It's something that you have to decide to experience here, present day.
Yeah, because your thoughts change how you perceive and live life. We weren't meant to be here only to struggle. I mean, yes, struggle is a part of life.
Yeah.
You would have those obstructions anyway, because that's a part of learning.
Yeah.
But you're meant to enjoy. You're meant to live. Like, your tensions, your situations will only go bad or good depending on your thoughts.
Well, and that's it. Like I actually told my one client, I think 2 weeks ago, we had a call, and she was just like seeing everything through the lens of like limitation and lack. And I was like, listen, girl, put your rose-colored glasses on and start seeing through the lens of love. Because when you move through the lens of love, like your perspective changes. It's not that anything outside of you is actually changing. It's your awareness of it. And then you're growing your capacity to attract more things, to notice, to be aware of, to be grateful and in love with. Right? It's a different it's not that you're changing your outside circumstance. Your outside circumstance doesn't change until your inside, like your consciousness changes. And that's what I think people get wrong. They're like, oh, like I'll feel wealthy when I have the $1 million. No, you need to feel wealthy today, whether you have $1, whether you have $2, whether you have like 50 cents.
Yes.
Because that's what's going to draw more things to be wealthy about, right? And I just love it. I just like, I feel this energy so like so deeply.
It's also, I feel like, since you brought up money over here, it's not just about being financially stable with the money in your account. It's also about being prosperous in everything, like your health, your mental well-being. You can have $1 billion, but if you're not emotionally satisfied, mentally satisfied, or healthy, that's just money in your account that is going to go to someone else. Like everyone I hear, and even I had this thought, like, oh, one day I'm going to become a mother, so I need to have this money so that I can leave it for my kids. Why? Where am I? Like, I should be living for myself. When the kids happen, that happened.
Yeah.
But rather than giving them $1 million or leaving that, I need to teach my kids to be prosperous.
Yeah.
And how to attract, because again, going back to either you can fish for someone or teach them how to fish.
That's right. Yeah. No, and I love that quote so much. And you can give somebody $1 million, but if their consciousness around money doesn't change, then they're going to be, when they say, oh, you've heard about rags to riches to riches to rags, back to rags, it's because their consciousness hasn't changed. Exactly. Them as a person hasn't embodied the prosperous self. So then you can't be in a lack and limitation and then expect to make, 10x that million or 10x that 5, whatever. It comes back to like nothing outside of you changes until you change this, until you change the consciousness. The great thing about our friend group is that we've cultivated this group of women who are on this level. Like whenever we feel down, we are there for each other, but we don't let each other stay there.
Yes.
Like that, I think that's why this feels so like exciting this time, because I have this amazing, talented, magnetic group of all of you.
Yeah.
And I just know, like, when now that I have you, not that I couldn't do it before, but like when you have those support systems, like you feel unstoppable because you're watching. Like for me, like I'm so excited. Nothing's actually like extraordinary has happened. Like I shouldn't say that. Like beautiful things have happened for me. But coming back after vacation and then listening to all the things that you have brought in, like that's just proof. That's just evidence that like, okay, if you can do it, so can I. There's nothing like special about you. No, you're very but there's nothing special. Like there's no difference between us, right? Like there's nothing, like deep, like biochemistry wise different. We're the same. We're both human, but we've both just tapped into that power. We tapped into that inner knowing.
The 3-3 portal.
The 3-3 portal.
What do you mean 33? It's a 3-3
portal. 3-3. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's so true. And like each of our group, like the friends, they have different talents. Yet everyone's there whenever you need. And we started with 3 people to now 6 people.
I know, and we're like bringing in more.
Sisterhood is growing. The community is growing.
Yes.
It's beautiful. And everyone is bringing in their beauty.
Yeah.
Like the beautiful talent that they have. And our craft nights, I miss those.
I know.
Something to just be ourselves and talk.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do like a behind the scenes of the craft nights one time.
I think we should.
Like, get them a conversation, because I don't think so. That's
personal.
Exactly.
Also, speaking of personal, I feel like Akansha should be a stand-up comedian, just so you all know. We won't get into the details as to why that is, but I just feel so wholeheartedly that she should be a stand-up comedian. We just have so much fun together, and we like. It's just nice to have. it's not even about support. Like I feel the support energetically regardless of the words we say. I think it's just being among common dreamers. Like, because that's what we are. Like, we dream big. Like, we tell each other the most craziest, outrageous, like, dreams, visions that we want. And we're like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And we don't even question it. We're like, of course you are. Yeah. That makes total sense.
Did you see Hannah just had her first commission?
I am so proud of her.
And did you see the art? It is so gorgeous.
I had of course I knew she was talented. Of course, like, I've seen her artwork. But, like, seeing that in that capacity, it just gave me chills.
Right?
Like, and I feel like it's just seeing the proof of us letting, like, working towards, but also allowing that level of, whether you want to call it success, opportunity, just like greatness, just like amazing experiences on this earth to happen. I'm just so in awe of all of us. Also, let's just take the opportunity. I know there's some amazing people out there, and I know that we have amazing listeners. Please drop in the comments what you are working on. We want to showcase what you're doing, your art, your books, your business, whatever it is. Let us support you, because we are just so thankful that you're here, you're listening. We want to know what you're doing, what amazing things you're creating this spring, because the energy is here. Like, don't let it pass you by. It is now.
It is. Like, small, big, doesn't matter. Just drop it in.
Yeah.
And even if you don't plan on doing anything, that's fine too.
Yeah. Let us know what fun things you're doing. We're making a list for our summer Studio Ghibli summer. So we need ideas. Just between the two of us alone. And I don't know if we should tell the audience or not, but we are working on figuring out how to get guest speakers in here. So we are just excited to expand, and I feel like we just have so much, I don't know if you want to call it content, experience, like opportunities that we have lived through, the good, the bad, and the crazy, that we just want to share with you every moment of, like, all of it, right?
Crazy, yeah. We have big plans too. And also, like, we had different plans for meetups and everything that we want to do to build our community and sisterhood and support you. You support us. It's a give and take. So if this episode resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, we are so thankful for you to have joined us on this journey and have been such a huge support and giving us this amazing opportunity to come online and talk about it, because if there was not you, there wouldn't be us.
That's right. And as always, if you have any of your own excuses that you want us to debunk, squash, and just put to rest, please leave it in the comments so we can discuss it.